Does anyone want to start the sharing today? Matthew?
Yeah, hi Jenny, hi everybody.
Hi Matthew.
Yeah, it's good to be here again. Yeah, I felt just to kind of jump right in. I was on the movie gathering there yesterday with David and everybody else. And there was a line in the movie just near the end that really just triggered me or something. It just resonated. And it was something like the person, Emma, the character, she was speaking and she was saying she bases her value on what everybody else thinks of her. And that just totally resonated because I feel I do the same. I've always done the same. You know, it's kind of like just an addiction. It's quite hard to see it, but I know, I feel I do that a lot. You know, and it feels quite a deep thing. Like I can't really give examples, but it's when I'm even talking to people or saying, even expressing sometimes, there's always a little bit of a bend on the expression to try and I want people to think well of me or something. There's always an element of that in me. You know, yeah, in a lot of my interactions during the day and, you know, ordinary interactions, I always I like them ego boosts when I think someone is thinking, oh, he's he's smart or he's something positive. You know, if I can see that in them, I get a boost, and I don't know, I just really like that. Like you could say I almost depend on it. Like it's what kind of keeps me going in a way.
Yeah, what comes to mind is just, you know, that is something you may do, that, you know, put your value in what other people think of you, and but then to remember it's actually your thoughts about what they think of you that is underneath that. Like they don't really have autonomous thoughts. Like your mind is that powerful that you make those reflections. Like you interpret the reflections. So you evaluate yourself all the time based on what you want them to think about you.
But they may not even be thinking it.
They're not. I mean, they are in your experience when you believe. That's how powerful our mind is. And that's how, by undoing or seeing all those interpretations we have, you will have a different experience. Like question them, like all the time.
Yeah, it's
because it's even happening when you're not meeting people, because you have people in the mind, in your thoughts. We have people in our mind, and we judge ourselves based on what we make them into. But it's very deep. I mean, I've noticed the patterns in my own life about men, and then men who talk a lot, and how I have, because that's how I grew up. Men were more important and they talked over the women. If you had something to say as a woman, you may not be heard. It's not important, you know, been told. So I see that. I can still see that in certain characters that I come across in my life. So Yes, it takes a lot of diving in to the psyche to undo those
Yeah.
deep patterns.
Mm. So the change will come from me going inward to just to see it a bit more clearly, and then not choose it, basically. Is that true?
Yeah, see it, question it,
Mm.
be very conscious and aware, and invite the Holy Spirit, you
Yeah.
know, whenever you can for another experience. But
Right.
yeah, definitely question
Yeah.
them and expect miracles, expect to be surprised that you will be proven wrong
Mm.
about it.
Okay.
But I mean, this is the mind training and the mind watching and watching the thoughts to really become aware
Yeah.
of those unconscious patterns and interpretations.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess, yeah, keep in mind the goal, what do I want in this situation? Because often I want to be liked. I want people to think well of me. That's kind of the unconscious goal a lot of the time for me. So yeah, 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 that feels good.
Mm.
Mm.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think that is something we can join, all of us, like to undo the desire to be liked. I think it's common. If we don't have that, we will just be force for God, or we will not people please. We will not look for approval. We'll just allow love, really.